Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Trains of World 5 video. Today we are back on my favourite route, Just Trains' West Coast Mainline Preston to Carlisle route, or West Coast Mainline over Shap, or as some people seem to call it. Anyway, we are in the Class 08 Gronk. This is, I think this is version B. There's many versions that actually come with this route. There's A, B, C, C, which is very weathered, which does shunting up at, Hardendale Quarry, then there's D, and then there's 08744 Wigan TMD, which is used for shunting at Preston. Anyway, this service is not accessible unless you have all of the wagon layers necessary for this route, which requires Blackpool branches, Northern Transpennine, the British Rail Heavy Freight Pack, the Tees Valley Line, the Class 20, and West Cornwall Local and Spirit of Steam. So yeah, let's hop right in and get started. Let's also get the instrument lights on and the marker lights on. So yeah, we've got to wait for 40 seconds. Very easy to set up, no safety systems. Unless basically the only safety system it has is a speed, what is it? A overspeed protection. We've got a GMPT pacer over here. Anything else? We've got a few 47s down here. All large logo 47s. Any ones with a nameplate? No. See. Oh, there's an 08. I mean, sorry, not an 08. An 87, an Intercity 87. 87 001 Royal Scot with the custom Royal Scot nameplate, coat of arms on it. And it's the, it's a very weathered variant that was recently added. Let's see. Anything else? No. Bit of a quiet day. Carlisle shunt neck in 500 yards. So down here. We are a light locomotive, and we're also limited to 10 miles an hour. This thing's official top speed is 15 miles an hour. I have to put my head in, that wall's getting pretty close. There goes Royal Scot. That's a pretty cool sight. The Royal Scot is a really cool locomotive. Ooh, we can go up to 15. I think one thing that's causing the frame rate issues is all the diesel exhaust from those 47s over there. For some reason, diesel smoke effects are quite a performance eater in this game. Don't know why, but there you go. 150 yards. We don't have to worry about a signal, but I do want to try to get the stop as close as possible. Another thing which I'm worried about is when you're running the 08 as a light locomotive, it's very easy to get an objective failure because the 08 is so short you can overshoot actually quite easily. So let's try and make sure we don't do that today. Not bad. Alright, let's turn the camera around. Check to see that I'm recording. There we go. So what have I got to wait for? I'm guessing, because I'm crossing across all of these tracks into Carlisle, I'm guessing there's a train coming up from the south. Oh, there's another 08 doing a 9 Tango 06 at Upperby. There goes that Royal Scot. Carlisle to Euston, 1 Alpha 40. Capital formation, 3 vehicles in 3.8 miles. So that'll be at Kingmore Yard, wouldn't it? I'm guessing it would. Oh, zoom out, thank you. So if we have a look... Oh yeah, we're actually going to be going to the upper Kingmore Yard. Interesting. So yeah, we're running as a light locomotive to all the way up to Kingmore. And then after Kingmore, we head to the departure siding. This version of the 08 that you get with Preston to Carlisle and Blackpool branches is so much better than the 08 that you get with Tees Valley and Northern Transpennine. Absolute joy to drive this thing. I absolutely love running this thing around the many varied depots around Carlisle, just because... For one thing, because there are so many yards at Carlisle, like 6 of them. There's one, 2, 3 down here, and then there's the depot, and then there's 2 yards up here. It's a total of 5 yards to transfer cargo between. Really fun. It's just a fun little locomotive to run around with. I absolutely love the Class 08. It's not my favorite locomotive. I don't use it as often as, say, the Class 87 or something else from a different route, but hey, it's still fun. Alright, single yellow. We're going to... This next section is pretty downhill, and everything... This is actually a pretty congested area because there are more tracks come in later, but everything heading north of Carlisle or coming in to Carlisle from the north is crammed onto this 2-track segment. I don't know if that still holds true in real life. Any of those who are Carlisle natives, please let me know down in the comments, but yeah. Okay, we've got a green signal onto the next part of the track. Also, one thing, you might notice something different. I actually reintroduced, I got rid of a ton of my mods for TSW, I know. And I also lowered my graphics settings because frankly my computer's getting on in years. It's not exactly the latest and greatest gaming machine out in the business right now, and yeah, need to try to keep this computer going for as long as possible. I heard the signal turning red. It did an audible sound. not too much happening in Carlisle right now. Another thing I love about the Carlisle yard area is that there always is a decent amount of stuff going on, which I do like. Ah! My mouse, man. Just check the manual points just to make sure they've all been set correctly. So yeah, we'll be routed through the southern yard, Kingmore Yard, which is actually partially electrified, and then we'll be routed on into the northern unelectrified Kingmore Depot. Kingmore Yard. Kingmore Depot is even further south. I don't think you can do any. I think the only stock moves at Kingmore Depot itself are done by locomotives like the Class 31, Class 37. They're not done by the Class 08. I don't think. I've never checked. I think it is. Two and a half miles to go. I love the noises it makes, like little clunks and the way it rocks going over points. Just so nice. Coming up to Kingmore Depot. We've got a Kingmore today. We've got a pair of 101s. We've got a Class 47 number 526 Northumbria. I think doing like a coaching stock move. We've got another Class 47 Red Star. That's one that I haven't seen before. That's pretty cool. Then we've got 87016 Francis Drake in one of the normal intercity liveries. 47451. Got some Mark IIs and an 08, which is number 884, which I think I've run around with before, and 47652. There's a refueling stand there. 4.7 miles to run. Getting shunted over. Oh goodness. Alright, we're getting routed into Kingmore Yard, the southern Kingmore Yard. If Dovetail had made this route, they'd have just included the linear Preston to Carlisle section and not the Kingmore Yard or any of the other yards around the Carlisle area, and they would have probably not included the Morecambe branch either. I'm just really glad JT Just Trains handled this route's development, because otherwise I probably wouldn't have gotten it. Like, old British Electrics, okay, cool, but it has to be made by the correct developer. Like if Dovetail made it, I probably wouldn't have gotten this route. But because it's Just Trains, and I know they're absolutely superb, and they're the best, basically the best in the business, apart from trains in Germany. Yeah. So this southern part of Kingmore Yard is actually electrified. Well, partially electrified. Alright, 800 yards to a the wagons I need to couple to? I can't remember. It says in the description of the service what wagons I'm coupling up to, but I can't remember which ones they are. So your guess is as good as mine. And then Kingmore Yard up departure sighting 3. Is it like here? Wait, it's probably like down here. Yeah, there are a ton of wagons here. Holy. Let's see. Let's see what wagons we've got. My goodness, this yard is huge. So we've got some HEAs from Tees Valley over here. Oh! Spirit of Steam, box vans. Some more HEAs, some... What are these? Turbot wagons off of West Cornwall Local. Some more box vans off of Spirit of Steam, along with a brake van. Some more box vans, some PGA hoppers, some sea cows, and some HEAs. I think these PGAs are off of Tees Valley, and then we've also got some more sea cows off of West Cornwall Local. Yeah, and then we've also got some TEAs off of Blackpool Branches. Shut it down. It's the cute little Spirit of Steam wagons. Don't really know why these box vans are included. It's not exactly the correct era for them, but I'm not exactly sure why they layer in anyway. Alright, here we go. Am I close enough? No. There we go. I know I did that with my door open, but hey. Right, there we go. No need to check to see if handbrakes are released, because they aren't. They already are. That's just the way TSW works. Can I open the doors on these things? I can. Oh wow. Great interior textures, Dovetail. Really proud of you guys. Alright. Kingmore Yard departure sighting 3. Which is all the way down there. Right. Hello? Why aren't I moving? It's 3 little box vans. You should be fine. There we go. Wow, the performance of this thing is really suffering. Full power! I'm literally at full power, come on! Let's get a screenshot while we're here. With all of this rolling stock around, surely we can get a good screenshot, can't we? Let's line the shot up nicely. Let's also get some motion blur on the go. Just a slight effect. And let's do the depth of field. Alright, I think that's good. Take the shot. Man, the profusion of wagons in Kingmore is always so cool to me. Like, imagine the shunting potential with all these wagons around. One problem is I'm going at giving this thing absolute full beats, and I'm only managing 6 miles an hour. This will take a while. Nope, I can't slow down. I can't risk slowing down. Come on. Come on! Go faster! Oh my goodness, this is so painful. Hang on. Are there like handbrakes on these things? Yeah, handbrake released, and released. What is in these boxes? Wait a minute. Stop. I didn't even notice. Why are the wheels locked up? Wait, what? The brake lines. The brake lines aren't. The brake lines aren't attaching. Look. One brake. Wait. The brake. Oh, I know why. I think I know why. If I put it over to the vacuum brakes, there we get it. Oh, that makes me feel like a proper plunker, that does. Oh my goodness, no wonder I wasn't moving that fast. We're on a level grade, so I can release the brakes now. Oh, that makes me feel like such a doofus. I forgot these things were vacuum braked. Oh. That makes me feel like... Yeah, look at that. I'm now moving much faster now. You see that? The wheels are actually turning. It's amazing that I was even moving before with all of those wheels being locked. I feel like such a plonker with that one. Oh my goodness. At least the sounds on the box wagons sound good. And these box wagons have actually been recycled a couple of times. Once for the Peak Forest route, and the second time in a lighter cream livery as part of the Thomas and Friends Visit the West Somerset Railway pack. Shut it down. Oh yeah. There we go, platinum medal. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, that'll be all for this video, everyone. I still feel like a proper plonker for not changing the brake type. Anyway, so yeah, that'll be all for this video, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye, and thank you so much for watching.